Good morning, I'm Ben O'Hara-Byrne with your Morning Check, brought to you by Bathfitter on Vancouver Island. Here's what you need to know on this Thursday, August the 1st. A rainfall warning is in effect this morning for East Vancouver Island, where up to 50 millimeters of rainfall is expected today from Bowser to Campbell River, with as much as 30 millimeters of rain expected near Qualicum Beach. Environment Canada warns heavy downpours can cause flash floods. It's all due to an unseasonably strong Pacific frontal system moving across that area today. Police in Ontario's northeast are looking into a possible sighting of the two Port Alberni teens wanted in connection to the deaths of 3 people here in BC. The OPP say they got a tip that a pair of men matching the description of Briar Schmigelski and Cam McLeod were seen in the community of Kapuskasing, a 2,300-kilometer drive from where police have spent the last week searching in Gillam, Manitoba.
He attacked the victim with what appears to be a machete, and the victim did suffer some pretty significant injuries.
Well, the search continues this morning for a suspect in connection with a vicious assault on an 89-year-old man in Courtenay. He tells police he was sitting in his car at 4:30 a.m. Wednesday when he was approached by a young man on a bike asking for a cigarette. When he said he didn't have one, he was attacked. He suffered wounds to his face. Police are appealing to anyone who can help identify the suspect to come forward. Well, some tense moments in Victoria last night after a car was engulfed in flames. Viewer video shows the vehicle fire that broke out near the corner of Dowler Place and Bay Street just before 6 p.m. No one was hurt, but the car was destroyed. Firefighters say it was not suspicious, but likely sparked by an issue with the engine. Well, good news for cyclists in Victoria this morning. A section of the new Wharf Street bike lane from Johnson Street or the Johnson Street Bridge to Fort Street opens today. The other 2 sections from Fort to Government and Government to Douglas will open later this month. And that pedestrian scramble crosswalk adjacent to the Victoria Visitor Centre on Wharf also opens today. A reminder from BC Ferries heading into the BC Day long weekend to make reservations and try to sail at off-peak times if you want to avoid the inevitable long waits. The most popular travel times tend to be this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon, as well as Saturday morning, with large numbers of people departing particularly from the Lower Mainland to come to Vancouver Island. The organizers of the Woodstock 50 Festival have thrown in the towel. Co-founder Michael Lang said in a statement that unforeseen setbacks made it impossible to put on the festival. It was scheduled to take place in Maryland from August 16th through the 18th on the 50th anniversary of the original Woodstock Festival in 1969. In sports, the Harbour Cats moved into sole possession of first place in the North Division with an extra innings win over Cowlitz last night. Well, it was heartbreak for Pacific FC in Calgary. The visitors took a 2-1 lead into halftime with a goal from Lucas McNaughton. It stayed that way into stoppage time when Michael Petras converted this penalty for the last gasp equalizer. A Washington State Homeowners Association has some explaining to do after its efforts to keep the neighborhood looking well kept became run over not with weeds, but with these goats. Dozens of them flooded the community near Seattle on Wednesday. Now they're used to nibble away the weeds and vegetation between homes. Even a herding dog couldn't corral them. It took several hours to do so. A mix of sun and cloud on the South Island today, a 70% chance of showers on the Mid-Island. That heavy rainfall warning I mentioned is in effect from Nanoose Bay to Campbell River. Heavy rain expected on the west coast as well, with showers on the North Island, and there are your Thursday highs. We always love to know where you're watching from. Don't forget to like and share the CHEK Facebook page. That's been your Morning Check, brought to you by Bathfitter. I'm Ben O'Hara-Byrne.